Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Soul Stain Inc. My name is Beth, and I'm turning into a Smurf. Actually, I just decided to take a hot shower and put on a Dead Sea anti-stress minerals, I don't know, clay mask from Freeman's. I got it for cheap at the Walmarts the other day and thought I'd give it a go. And this beautiful blue color is actually the reason that I am sitting here talking to you. I decided when I saw it that I wanted to sit and have a chat with you because this color reminded me of that gorgeous cover for the book Wonder by R.J. Palacio. Now, several of you may recall that I read Wonder and all of its accompanying novels during middle grade May this past year, 2017, and really enjoyed it. In fact, I made my mom read them, and we did a family chat that nobody watched because it was like 30 minutes long, but whatever. Um, I am also a reading teacher, and so I decided in September to do a novel study with my 7th and 8th grade reading students and read Wonder. The movie was coming out in November, and I was hoping that it would kind of catch their attention and be something I could keep them interested in because none of the kids like to read. Like, two of them like to read, and it really takes a lot for me to even get them to do the AR test or to bring a library book to class, or they don't care. They want to be on their phones, they want to watch YouTube videos. Who would have Um, there are other things they could be doing, and not a lot of them want to read. So I wanted to get them hooked. Well, I did kind of an unofficial poll through the school, the librarian, the 20 or so people that are employed by the school, the 75 students that attend the school through pre-K through 12. So 100 people basically, and less than 10 knew what Wonder was, and maybe two or three of that less than 10 actually knew it was a book and not just a movie that was coming out, which really disappointed me. The librarian ordered a copy of the book, and then she read it when it came in, and I read the book to my 7th and 8th grade students because I only had one copy, and we didn't have time or funding to order a classroom set. Luckily, the kids loved it. And then something amazing happened. The kids loved it and started talking about it to other people that were not in our class. Now I have 13 7th and 8th graders that are all in reading together at one time. So I knew that those 13 students would have read the book. At last count, in a school of 76 students that has about 50 to 55 that are of the right age to read Wonder, so saying 4th grade to 12th grade, at last count, there's somewhere around 40 students, between 40 and 50, who have read Wonder, including the 13 in 7th and 8th grade. Along with those students, I know that myself, who had already read Wonder, that I read it and then I went back over it, hit the highlights, and then I read it to them. So I've basically read it 3 times this year. Along with me, the librarian has now read it. The 3rd and 4th grade teacher has now read it. I believe the 5th and 6th grade teacher read it. If she hasn't, I know she had it in a stack of books to be read, so she'll be reading it soon. 3 other teachers and the principal have all gotten a copy and said they're going to read it. And I believe one of our cooks picked up a copy and was going to read it. For a school that has, including employees, roughly 100 people, to have over half of those people read the book in the last 3 months is just short of phenomenal. Especially if you consider the fact that we have roughly 15 to 20 kids between pre-K and 2nd grade who, just aren't old enough to read Wonder yet. And the 3rd graders, one of them may have read Wonder, but I don't think any of them have read it yet either, and that's another 5. So there's about 25 out of 75 students who are too young to read it. And the remaining 50, I read the book out loud to 13 of them, and 20 others have, 15 to 20 others have picked it up at this point. That's pretty amazing. I am just shocked at the fact that a teacher picking up the book and reading it to 7th and 8th graders who are reluctant readers at best got those kids talking about it enough that their siblings and friends outside of the 7th and 8th grade decided they wanted to pick it up. And that one or two that decided they wanted to pick it up talked it up enough that one or two more decided they wanted to pick it up. And it has spread like wildfire through a school of people who do not like to read and been passed around, discussed. A group of students got together to go see the movie, and then kids I'd never spoken to before stopped me in the hallway to give me short compare and contrast information about the movie and the book. That type of love, that type of spark being lit by a book makes me so happy. It amazes me every single time. And I just wanted to share that with you. Um, I do not take the credit for this. I'm not sitting here trying to say, oh, look what I did. I read a book out loud to the kids and now everybody in school is reading it. No, that's not what I'm saying. I did read the book out loud to the kids. Thankfully, they don't hold that against me. They enjoy being read aloud to at all ages. But all I did was let them know the book existed and get them interested in it. We had a Scholastic Book Fair that had that book offered for sale. Some of my 7th and 8th graders bought their own copy, so they had it at home. And their siblings promptly stole it from them, I've been told. Some of the high school kids and the upper elementary kids bought their own copies. Several of the teachers bought their own copies. The library now has 2 copies. Um, it's just phenomenal what a couple of kids being excited about a book can do in a setting like our small rural school where the kids hurry to get out of classes because they want to go home and feed their pig, they want to go watch TV, they want to do YouTube, they want to ride bikes, they want to do basketball. Heck, half the time I want to get out of class so I can go do basketball. Um, and to see them carting this book around and talking about it just makes my heart happy. And I wanted to share that with you. And I've blathered on for about 8 minutes now. So I probably need to go wash this dry clay off of my face. If you have any comments or suggestions about other books that might spark this kind of reaction from my kids, please leave them for me down below. I can't wait to hear from you guys. Until next time, I hope that you have a wonderful day or night or week or month or whatever. And I will talk to you guys again soon. Bye.